Welcome back to the Thompson Broadcast Studio at NAB. Thank you so much for joining us, and what a pleasure it is to talk to our very next guest, Cinzia Akbaraly. And if you could share with us so many of the philanthropic work you are doing with the foundation, so important.
Okay, thank you, Christine, and thank you for this interview. Akbaraly Foundation actually was born a few years back because, all the business behind Thompson actually was born in a beautiful country, which is Madagascar. So the owner and my husband, Cinzia Akbaraly, is original from India, but he's a third generation in Madagascar. So when we got married, I went to live there, and suddenly I saw how poor was this country. It's a beautiful country, but unluckily the social situation is very hard for the population. So we started the first project for the education of the children, especially orphanage and abandoned children. So we created schools and hospitals, and we started especially to send them to school, to give them a future with education.
Yes.
Then in 2008, a formal Akbaraly Foundation was created, and so we started different work for the population. And then in 2009, I was found with a breast cancer. And I was treated in Italy, where I come from. And while I was there in my hospital, I was thinking about the terrible situation of the women in my health condition. So we decided to focus our foundation on women's health, starting from cancer. And we were the first project in sub-Saharan Africa to take care of women cancer. It was back 2009. And even the United Nations never talked about cancer in Africa up to 2011 with the non-communicable disease. So cancer is part of not the communicable disease. Today, we know that women cancer is the first cause of death for African women, more than malaria, tuberculosis, and AIDS, all three together. This is why it's because poverty. So poverty is the real reason why most of the disease come, but also cancer, that was considered like a Western disease, is not. We have usually 14% of our women screened already with cancer in situ, gynecological or breast cancer. So we started, and at the beginning it was very difficult because nobody believed us. And of course it was scary for the woman. And so we had to make a lot of awareness campaign. And can you imagine to talk about prevention? The woman that doesn't even know what she's going to eat tomorrow. It was a very cultural development, very interesting. So today we have reached more than 200,000 women.
Wow.
We have 3 hospitals, 1 mobile unit that goes in the villages with all the type of screening. We have doctors. We have trained doctors with master degrees in Europe, and we are more than 150 people working for the foundation today. Apart from the cancer, we take care of unnourished children and motherhood prevention. Madagascar is has one of the highest rate of mortality for women and children during the birth. Yes, exactly. And today we offer all kind of service to the population. The services are free most of the time, and during the COVID we transformed one of our hospitals in a complete cover recovery center, which was one of the very few all over the island. You know, Madagascar is a big island. So this is what we're doing. Then we have also agricultural connected projects through the growing of medical plants and the plants that are very useful for children to be nourished. And yeah, and we keep on going on. Today we partner with a lot of international organizations, and we work at the moment with UNICEF for the COVID vaccines. And we also have Akbaraly Foundation's USA, which is based in Miami. And apart from Madagascar, we have projects in India. We have developed a project in health in Rwanda. And at the moment, we also help Ukrainian kids.
Wow.
And especially in the Donbass area, which is the most dangerous place for the moment for the civilians. Yes.
So I'm so struck by the philanthropic efforts, one, by your passion, because I can just tell how passionate you are about the cause and helping. And as Thomson Broadcast continues to expand globally, so does the philanthropic portion.
Yes. As you know very well, I think that today business is very different than what it used to be. I think that today the aim of every achievement in business is not only the earning, but also the impact that you can have on the community, on the international community. Because I think the mentality of people mostly have changed. We are not happy if we are happy alone. We are happy if we see other people happy around us. And this is also the values that we want to pass over the young and to educate the young generation in this sense. And we see that it's most common today to see startups. Like for instance, my daughter, she has a wonderful startups of women empowered in Madagascar, and her real aim is to have the good impact and the quality of life of women of this country.
Phenomenal. And what a strong responsibility too for a global leader in the broadcast industry to give back and dedicate. That is just so impressive, and thank you for sharing all the good work that you are doing with the Family Foundation.
Thank you, and I think that Thomson is very, very attentive to this aspect, and I think that more projects will be developed thanks to this brotherhood.
I have no doubt. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Christina. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes.